Do not expect a standing applause for the hard work that you're putting in with your business. Maybe you're starting a new eBay or an Amazon business. Maybe you're on a weight loss journey. Don't expect people to congratulate you when you're putting in that hard work. Typically, people will congratulate you when you get to the finish line, right? When you've transformed your body, when you've built an Amazon business that's generating $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month in profit, when you're finally able to quit your job. And the truth is, and I've done this before multiple times in various areas of my life. I remember when I was first starting my reselling business, I mean, people were doubting me, right? They had a lot of concerns and issues. What if this happens? What if that happens? How are you going to pay your rent? You should get a college degree and, go become an x-ray tech, right? That's what I was doing. I was going to school to be an x-ray tech. I actually got accepted into the x-ray tech program, which for me was a huge accomplishment because I did in school for my whole entire life. And then I ended up getting arrested, went to jail for a little bit of time, got out back when I was 21. And by 23, 24, I decided I've got to change my life. I can't sell weed anymore. I got to change my life. So I went to school, ended up getting on the honor roll program, literally getting straight A's, and had a GPA that was phenomenal, shocked the world, honestly, like at least my inner circle who knew me. And I remember before my grandparents had passed away, they were so proud of me and they were so excited that I got into the program. And the reality is, about 6 to 12 months before, I don't know, maybe about a year before, I had started reselling, and I had a passion for reselling. I had just like, you ever wake up in the morning and you're just so excited to do something? That's how I felt flipping bicycles on Craigslist. That's how I felt going to Salvation Army on a Tuesday, and it was, 50% off, and I'd find the color and I'd stack up all the clothes and I'd be able to make a YouTube video about it. And I wasn't even making money from my YouTube channel, but I decided in my heart, I've got to follow this path. And I decided to do what everybody else told me not to do. But guess what? Nobody was congratulating me. Nobody was cheering me on. And the fact is, I didn't really have spectacular results. Yeah, maybe I was making $500, $1,000 a month profit at the time. I don't know how much I was making. Obviously, it built up the longer that I was a reseller. But nobody was like saying, hey, great job. Nobody saw all the hard work that I was doing behind the scenes, studying other YouTubers, learning about how to flip bikes from the Bonafide Hustler, right? Watching all these different videos and learning from Hearts Pickers how to flip clothing, and all the networking I was doing behind the scenes, and how I was learning about how to shoot videos and how to upload videos to YouTube, and just making friends in the community and building up my skills. Nobody sees the hard work that you put behind the scenes. But guess what? The chirping stopped when I was able to get my first apartment, when I was able to pay off all my debt, when I was able to get a new car. It's funny how people will cheer you on when you get to the finish line, but you have to have the belief that you can make it happen, whatever it is. One of the things that I'm going through right now, and it's very interesting, is a massive health and fitness transformation. And I remember this was about a year ago, maybe 14 months ago, I had a car crash through my house. Anyone remember that when I posted all that stuff? Literally, I heard an explosion in my house. Thought that my sauna exploded. I don't know if, I was being an idiot. I was like, what did I do? Did I leave my phone on the sauna and explode my basement? Like, what happened? Ran down the stairs, literally like, oh my God, what happened? Did I kill all my cats? I go downstairs, there's a freaking car inside of my house. A woman literally crashed into my house, took my whole entire bottom floor. It was a nightmare. I'll put some pictures on the screen. But, I was going through one of the toughest times of my life, and I ended up weighing about, I was at like 235 pounds, 233 pounds, somewhere around there. And I remember all the people who would leave negative comments on my YouTube videos. Oh, Steve's getting chubby. Oh, Steve's enjoying, eating at the buffet, and just a lot of nasty comments. And you might feel like that in your life too. Maybe people are making these little under the belt comments about your finances or your crappy car or the struggles you're going through. But guess what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what any of those people say. You got to be willing to put in the hard work. And I've been putting in a massive amount of hard work this year, and I've lost about 35 pounds so far. And guess what? I've only gotten a couple compliments Really, a couple compliments. Yeah, some from like obviously the girlfriend and my family, but very rarely are you gonna get compliments from your haters. Very rarely are you gonna have people cheering you on until you get to that finish line. And I can tell you right now, for anyone who's watching my YouTube channel, I am putting in so much work behind the scenes, it's not even funny. But don't expect, if you're putting in hard work, for people to cheer you on. Once you get to the finish line, you know what's even more sad? They're gonna say, oh, you got lucky. You know, this happened or that happened. It was perfect timing, right? I've had that happen in my business, and people just, you know, oh, it's just luck. You know, it's just timing. They don't see how much hard work I put in my business over the last 10 years. And this isn't about me, but I want you to think about my story in your shoes. What are you struggling with? Is it your weight? Is it your business? Is it your finances? Are you struggling to pay rent? Are you, do you have friends and family or maybe people online making comments about you? You've got to push that all aside, and you got to say, you want to know what? I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change my business. And I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to put in so much hard work behind the scenes in the darkness when nobody sees. And not everybody's, everybody has different things that get them amped up. One of the things, I guess you could call it maybe even like a love language, right? One of my things is like positive words of affirmation, recognition. Probably has something to do with my childhood. And I don't know, for some reason, I've always wanted recognition. But for you, it might be something different, right? But you have to think about it. And you have to say to yourself, what really matters most? I'm going to put in the hard work. I don't need recognition. I don't need people saying this or saying that or letting me know or letting you know, oh yeah, you've made it, you can do it, you're good enough, so on and so forth. Put in that hard work and change your life and transform and do what you have to do to be successful. When you're starting an Amazon business, an eBay business, a reselling business, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the beginning. There's going to be months on end where you don't make money. Yeah, you'll show sales, you'll show orange bars. Yeah, you'll be making money, you'll be making sales, but there's obviously expenses and there's overhead and there's learning curves and there's mistakes that you make. But if you keep putting in that hard work, if you're consistent, if you keep learning and ignore everybody else and just ask yourself, am I growing today? Am I becoming better today? Am I learning? Am I pushing forward? And guess what? You will have that time in the sunshine. You will have that time where you take off your shirt and you're proud. You will have that time where people are going to say, oh man, he's lucky. She's lucky. Yeah, she's real lucky that she's got the freedom of an eBay or an Amazon business because of this or because of that. And people are going to justify why you are successful because they're not. And they've got to make themselves feel better. So put in that hard work when nobody's looking. Guys, I appreciate you all. I know this video is all over the place, but man, this is kind of like my inner dialogue that's coming out in these videos. And I always, I have a conversation with myself every day. Put in that hard work. Trust me, at the end of the day, it will be worthwhile. With that being said, guys, much love. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.